Okay, who do we have here today?
Beats me.
He beats you? Who
Yes.
is this person who beats you?
He actually beats me.
He actually beats you with what?
His fists. Like, actually, he pushed me out of my chair at work before.
Why does he do this?
Did I do that?
Yeah, you
I
did.
did that.
Pushed me really hard, and I just fell out of my chair, and I hit my desk, and
Well, who is this abuser?
he is my coworker and one of my closest friends right now. Right now, because
Like,
Has
give
an
it 2 weeks.
expiration date.
Yeah.
yeah, there is an expiration date.
Okay,
Time
gonna
is
ghost me?
ticking. Oh, but this is Andrew.
Hello, Yance.
Hello, Andrew.
Thank you for watching. I hope I don't disappoint.
Very positive thoughts. Well, I guess to start off, who are you, Andrew? Where do you come from? What are you?
My name is Andrew Reece. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. The same high school as co-host Brandon, but I didn't know he existed. I might have. I don't think I did. I went to college at the University of Kansas, where I graduated with a degree in psychology. And in August, I'll begin my master's degree in clinical psychology. Moving to Houston for that, and I'm nervous about the move. So right now, I'm just kind of living my life in Kansas City for the last 3 months. I'm here, trying to make the most of it with the people I care about. So yeah, that's me.
See, that's the expiration date. You going to
Yeah, no, I
Houston?
know.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was all hidden dependent, not you.
I don't know.
Oh,
You seem pretty worked up about it right now. So
I am pretty worked up about it.
you gonna take a
Why you gotta
five,
move?
or-
We
I gotta
gonna move down there together, or
I am looking for a roommate. So
you are?
yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
anyway, what kind of brought you into psychology? It seems because you're going for your
I
master's.
had,
You already completed your bachelor's.
Wonderful teacher in Park Hill South. You
Mhm.
might have had him. What's his
Cantrell?
name? Yeah, Cantrell.
I love that guy.
Yeah, great guy. I don't know. It was just a class that I really enjoyed. And then mental health. I had my own mental health issues throughout my life, adolescence, whatever. I just found it really interesting learning more about it. As I've learned more about it, I kind of want to get into it with other people and help them on their journey to getting better.
Has that study kind of helped you out, or are you still kind of wrestling with things?
Yeah, I guess it's definitely helped, I think. But yeah, I mean, there's still things that I'm wrestling with. I think having a move like this is kind of a new stress that I'm not really used to. I don't really know how to cope with the unknown uncertainty that lies ahead. I don't know what my peers are going to be like. You know, they could just be the weirdest people in the world. Like, I don't know. Or they could be really awesome people, and I could be like, what was I worrying for?
Got anything like planned out so far? Like, oh, I'm going to Houston, but anything else? Like, where are you staying? What you gonna do? Your job? Any like none of that? You're just like going down there and going, let's go.
I mean, like planning things. Like,
Yeah,
or am I
just
just
in general. Or you just like,
I'm actually
I'm
just
moving
gonna-
down there.
I'm actually just
This is
gonna
the day.
hitchhike all the way down there.
Oh, really?
Just just with a compass and a $5 bill. See if I can get off south. I can get.
You get a lot
At
of
least bring a
things.
bike. Just bike.
Rather do like a tricycle. Balance takes a lot of calories.
Dude, you should do a unicycle.
I definitely can't do that. Don't need to be some kind of jester.
I met a guy who was just riding a unicycle one day. He was just at a park bench, and we started talking. He was like, "Yeah, it's actually easier than you think. Like, you just kind of lean forward and go forward, and then lean backward and go backward, and you just kind of go, and it's not too bad. There are some obstacles that are harder to get over with a unicycle, but it's apparently not that bad if you just try it out for a little bit."
The thing with the unicycle is, if you see somebody riding a unicycle, like, you know they want you to notice that they're riding a unicycle. Like nobody just is like, I wish people would quit looking at me while I'm riding my unicycle. Like it's just, I don't know. It's such a cry to be different.
The guy I talked to, somebody had a unicycle at their house and they're just like, oh yeah, this is how you do it. And then he started doing it. And after a while, he just was like riding a unicycle everywhere and didn't realize like, man, like I'm riding a unicycle everywhere. And I guess he's been just unicycling for like 30 years. And he's part of like this unicycle group that goes in unicycles, like long distances.
Do they have, I know they have like e-bikes. Do they have e-unicycles?
Yeah. Have you seen those things where you just kind of put your feet on?
No,
it?
but
There's
like one that you like sit on.
Maybe probably. They probably just stick a stick
Like
in
just
the
like
top.
just like a cylindrical battery that powers, I don't know. Someone get on it. Just like it looks like a unicycle, but
But it's not a unicycle.
it's like motored. Like it's a motor.
Yeah, there are a bunch of those.
But it looks like a unicycle, or is it like
mean,
a big
I think
tire?
The big tire ones. I think I've seen ones where you could put a seat on it, like it's optional. I don't know if that's true though.
Yeah.
I remember somebody taking like a big stick seat off of that stuff.
You ever have a hoverboard? Remember when those were popular?
I never had one.
You
Me
have one?
neither. But my niece just got one.
Oh yeah, they're still giving those out. The fire hazard or whatever.
Yeah, the ones that explode. I was like, wait. Wasn't
Am I
this a
allowed to
big
curse
thing?
on this?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, that shit is fun. Like doing the That's just what I wanted to say. That stuff is fun.
Do you have a hoverboard?
No, but I've broken someone's before. I mean, that's partially true.
Puddles? You jump on stuff?
You
What?
know, I like jumping a boot. I like trampoline parks.
Uh-huh.
I've only been like twice, but those are pretty cool.
Trampoline parks?
Yeah, like an
Indoor or
indoor,
outdoor?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm like,
no, I'm not going.
like trampoline park. Where do they just have trampolines out there?
That'd be cool too. I'd be all for that.
Where's the closest one?
Like an indoor trampoline park. Like,
Isn't
Yeah.
it like Sky Zone or something?
yeah.
Oh, Sky Zone has a trampoline thing?
Sky Zone
What do you think
is.
Sky Zone
I
is?
thought it
Is
was
it an indoor
is a
skydiving
trampoline.
place?
Yeah, I thought it was
that's like
just-
iFly or something.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
iFly. Yeah.
Okay.
gotcha.
Did you do that?
Yes, I've done it. I've done it in
You
Florida.
done
though.
iFly or okay?
But it's same shit. It was iFly and it was a giant tube. So,
Huh.
yeah, same stuff.
Nice.
But do
What?
you know what the interior of a trampoline park would look like?
Yeah.
Have you
There's
seen
like
it?
pretty sure
Okay,
I've seen
okay.
it
I hear
online.
terms, I think.
Yeah, it's just
All
a
it-
bunch of trampolines, and you can just
Yeah,
bounce
that's about
You
right.
just break an
one
ankle.
to the other.
Costs like $30 an hour to break an ankle.
I've apparently
cheap.
they have like dodgeball tournaments and such.
Yeah, those are fun.
And that's got to be interesting on trampolines, especially because once you're in the air,
It's
you
easier to
really can't
dodge.
do much though.
Get like some real good leverage if you like jump high enough and throw.
Just throw
Feel
down
kind
or
of
something.
badass.
Really give someone a black eye with a soft foam ball. You played dodgeball when you were a kid, Usa?
Yeah, I was awful at it. I'm not
What?
athletic.
No way.
Damn.
Man, if only you could like flick the ball, you'd be so much better.
I was
Like-
always good at
Yeah,
dodgeball.
you're really good at flicking.
Oh,
Did you play dodgeball?
I mean, yeah, and PE.
Were you good at it?
competitive.
I wasn't very good at throwing things for a while. I was more of
Yeah.
a lower body.
I could kick the
just a soccer
dodgeball.
person. So kickball was my thing.
Mm.
I enjoyed kickball.
I always nailed someone in the face every time I kicked the ball,
That was the
so
goal.
they didn't let me play. Every single goddamn time.
You guys are wild.
I remember how depressed I was, like my last day of 5th grade. Of like, oh, I'm done with recess. I'm not gonna have this again. Remember that? Were you like conscious of?
Yeah, when
I
your
never thought about it.
childhood
Right.
died,
I never
Yeah.
really liked recess.
you're like, damn, we're not gonna get a break in the middle of the day.
Gosh, I wish I was inside learning. That was you? You're that kid.
No,
Forgot.
no.
You forgot to collect the homework.
No, he
Wow.
forgot to touch grass, kid. That's what it was. So it was like the same thing, except school wise.
I think touch grass is a. I think they need to come up with something better, because they're trying to decrease the amount of grass in places like Arizona and the West. They're going through a drought, and when we say touch grass, maybe touch gravel.
Well, not every place has
Touch
gravel
inside.
either.
That's.
I don't have gravel in my neighborhood at all. There's no
I
gravel.
bet I could find some.
I mean,
I bet I could make some.
it's kind of like, then you have to like seek it out and hunt for gravel, and I'm not
That's
sure.
the fun of it.
I don't know. USA, if someone was like pulling you away from your games and they're like, go search for gravel, the likelihood of you going, oh yeah, let's go find
I mean,
it.
it's not like I'm playing games anymore.
Yeah, but think of when you were and someone's like, go find some gravel. What would you say to that?
I mean, was it optional or did I have to?
Yeah, it's optional. It's always
Oh,
optional.
optional now.
Yeah, exactly. You'd go, why the fuck would I do that? And then you'd keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if touch grass is a little easier, you know, you got to open the door a little bit. Maybe after he touches grass, you could find some gravel, but you know, something accessible first.
You know, I think if we're going to take climate change seriously, we need to change touch grass. I just really think that's what I believe in.
That's interesting.
Yeah, get some fresh air.
What would? Oh,
Something,
yeah,
you know.
But that's a really old one.
Go look at the sun.
That's a terrible idea.
I like it.
You ever try staring at the sun for a long time when you were a kid?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did you make it?
Like 30 seconds.
30. Yeah. That's
Fuck,
about it.
I didn't want to ruin my eyes like that.
What? Hey, you didn't look at the sun?
I've only gone to like 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Probably got like eye
That's
cancer
good.
from it,
Yeah.
honestly.
Are your eyes still good? I have glasses. You don't.
Just got, it's like one of the only good genes I got.
Did you play outside a lot?
I mean, I did like soccer and stuff,
That's probably
I
one of
rode
the reasons
bikes.
why.
but I have really bad allergies, so I don't really like
Mm.
going outside too much.
A lot of people who have glasses now, a majority of people who have glasses now, it's mostly from habits over years of, you know, just being inside close to a screen, not really varying the distance at all, and just that's it.
See, I remember being like 8 and sitting right in front of the TV and be like, this is bad for me. I didn't stop.
Yeah, but you did other things in the day. You weren't, you know, sun up to sundown, 8 hours in front of the TV.
That's,
Because if you went outside and played soccer at all, that's like movement and
that's
variability.
like a couple days a week.
Yeah.
There was
I mean, that's more than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Some people are, the only time they have away from their screen is like going to the fridge or driving home. It's kind of sad.
So, how would you say you differ from when you were a kid to now?
How do I differ?
Yeah.
A good question. I'm a lot different.
hmm
I think it'd be easier to be like, I think I've just tried a lot more things. As a kid, I never knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. Like, I just always hated that question. Sure. Nothing ever really seemed something I would want to do, like for 40 years or whatever.
hmm
So I kind of have more of a sense of that, and I think that has helped me a lot in terms of like identity, kind of knowing who I am. Other ways I'd be different, definitely like smarter. I was such a stupid kid. Like, I don't know. I think I take certain things more seriously. I never really took school seriously.
hmm
High school. And like halfway through college, I was in business school, and I was like taking pride in, you know, how little effort I was putting in to some classes and getting like an A or a B, depending on the class. And then I switched to psych, and that philosophy just completely went out the window. I was like, I need to like learn as much as I can. Get my money's worth too. That stuff's way too expensive to be just passive about your education.
Oh,
Like,
dude, I can attest to that. Like, I thought it would be different coming out of high school. Like, teachers would be better. Like, but they're actually worse than the high school teachers, at least for lower level courses.
it just depends on where you go.
Yeah.
And then, you know, sometimes there's one instructor who's great and then another who just sucks.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I don't know. It also just depends on, like, I took chemistry my junior year. I took chem and bio because I was being a tryhard, basically. And And my sister had this professor, like, because she was it was like all freshmen in this class in chemistry, and she's like, "Oh, she's the worst teacher I've ever had in my life. Hate her so much." Blah blah blah. And then I get there, and I'm like, "This is like fine." Like
You know which teacher it was?
no, it was it was in college.
Oh, okay.
She also went. She's at KU right now.
Gotcha.
Sharp L's or something. Dr. Sharp L's.
Mm.
Her name. Yeah, a lot of people just did not like her. I think it was a lot of like the freshman kind of irresponsibility, like, you know, oh, I have to study, I have to blah blah blah, like, I don't know, expecting a teacher to, you know, cater whatever the lesson is to you and how it fits in your mind and how it makes sense to you. Like, you got to put the effort in. You got to go to like, if it's not clicking, you got to go to office hours. You got to like work with like TAs and stuff. And to me, that's like the thing that I noticed the most is like all these immature kids. So I was just like, you got to like put in the work. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
So, but that wasn't the high level class. I was, you know,
All the low level stuff.
First gen ed chem, whatever. So yeah, I guess more responsible than I was when I was younger. I'm still similar in a lot of ways, I think.
What's the biggest way you're similar in that you don't think you'll ever let go of that kind of trait, no matter how mature, responsible, whatever,
like a core value type of thing?
I mean, I don't know how to articulate it or verbalize, but it's just like a randomness, just, I don't know. There's like a randomness, sense of humor type thing where I'm just kind of always joking around. I'm always trying to like make people laugh and stuff when I'm with my friends. And I think that's probably something that hasn't really changed.
Have you ever analyzed that psychologically, like what that might be or
why might people laugh? I think I'm just a male manipulator. I think that I try to control the situation with humor. I try to kind of almost assert my dominance with humor in a way where it's like, I made all these people laugh. I kind of have, I don't know, their attention, their control, you know, not controlling them, but I don't know. It makes me feel more comfortable. I'm not actually controlling, I'm being just joking. But I just feel more comfortable when I hear people laugh. I don't know. It's kind of the situation, I think, is it doesn't feel as tense depending on scenario. And sometimes it can be bad, you know. You're in like a personal relationship and, you know, I've kind of learned to not do that, I think, I'd like to think. Maybe my girlfriend thinks different. But I can take things seriously when I need to, when they are serious. But if I feel uncomfortable, yeah, I'm going to probably start like cracking jokes, and so I can attest to that.
So I'm guessing like in some serious situations, you're just like, oh man, that would be really funny if I said this. And then you're looking at it and you're like, oh, even though it would be funny.
I don't really have that I don't really have that kind of filter.
Yeah, you don't think
like if I'm thinking that much about what I'm about to say, I'm going to forget what I was going to say.
Because I can
kind of how it is.
I'll say, and Usa can attest to this as well. Like I used to say a lot more that was on my mind, like kind of like that, just like straight up, just boom, just say it, joke it, make that joke if it's there, grab it, you know, stuff like that. But over time, you know, I realized that, you know, people, if you want to function in a lot of spaces, you can't always just do that. And then you end up being kind of controlled by that impulsiveness. So I've kind of brought on a filter.
What situations have you found that, or where did you struggle with where it was like, or maybe you like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like where does that occur?
Oh, like it was everywhere. Like in every sort of interaction.
Yeah.
You could just, you can see it, you know, just even between, say, a coworker, you're just working with someone and they say something, you're like, oh, let's joke about that, or that's really funny. And you don't think about that part in it, you just do it. And oftentimes it would, you know, cause some sort of tension, some sort of friction, some sort of something where the person doesn't necessarily want to be around you communicate with you, function, and it just makes the space uncomfortable, right? And so, in order for better communication, better type of function in your workplace and such like that, I've been able to put on a filter of maybe not, don't say these jokes. You find their humor, you go to their humor, you cater to that. You don't cross the line in a certain place because you don't want to get fired for a stupid joke, things like that. So,
yeah, I should get fired, honestly. Say,
I think a lot of people should.
well, if everyone's fine,
I think there's
not a problem.
Well, so it's like professionalism, right? You're not supposed to be cracking jokes and making it inappropriate,
Professionalism is very relative to the crowd. So, like, if there, it goes to the.
But do you think does it have a benefit, or is it an antiquated thing, do you think?
What is
just professionalism?
It does.
It's kind of going out the window, I feel like.
I guess it depends on your goal and the type of industry and work you're in.
I think if we look at I don't want to get too political, but
proceeds to be political.
Well, if you look at the Trump debates in 2016, where he's just dunking on these idiot politicians, and I am not a fan of Donald Trump, but I know when someone looks better than another person in an argument, and I feel like people more so than they used to take a lot of pride in the emotional kind of response that'll kind of get people on their side in a way. If you watch, I don't know, if you watch old interviews of talk shows or whatever, the way people speak is just so much more, eloquent, professional. And then now it's just you got to say a quick thing. I'll make people laugh on TikTok or whatever. The attention span has dwindled.
Are you speaking to professionalism as a culture, or more just necessarily in the workplace or in your workplace?
I mean, in my workplace, there's no professionalism.
Yeah. But it functions just the same, right? If there were professionalism, do you think?
I think if there were professionalism, amongst employees, I think it would be worse. I think it would be a much more dull environment. But I think there's a time and a place for professionalism, I guess.
Yeah. And I feel like that's one of the reasons you wouldn't be so professional all the time is if everyone was professional, but everyone was just feeling dull as hell, depressed as hell, it's not going to be a good place. You might lose a lot of employees. They might do everything to
those guys are squares. We don't need those professional lollygaggers. I don't know. We don't really have any of those. None.
Speaking of lollygagging, I mean, you've heard plenty of our podcasts, right?
I've heard a couple.
Okay, so I think it was the last one where I mentioned that I fuck around in the office a lot.
Yeah, you do.
You attest to that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. People are people.
Yeah, go before the Supreme Court, whatever I got to do. Well,
I'm just saying. Brandon just found it hard to believe because he's only ever seen me focused.
Yeah, that's because I guess it would be depending on the job, because the job we had before this, there was always something you had to do, and doing it would make your life better generally. So I guess if there's a job where doing your job is so fucking mundane, and you just get depressed doing it, of course you're going to fuck around. You're not going to be on task doing it all the time. And that just speaks to the job itself.
Yeah, I think also just the human brain is not a machine. It needs breaks. It needs some people more than others. I think that extends to really anything, whether it's education, school, people can't just be on all the time, 24/7. Unless they're on coke or something. Not naturally. Not naturally.
So you're saying we should all be on coke?
Not yet.
Okay.
Down
At
the
what
line it could
point
be.
should we Look into that sort of thing.
When you can get you can buy Coke vapes at the gas station.
Okay.
When it becomes
And
readily
this is what I
available.
want to direct the conversation to.
I'm totally
is
done with that whole thing.
What?
The directing the Coke.
you done doing Coke?
Well, he was about to direct the conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
See where it goes, Usa.
Okay.
I saw a TikTok the other day of a caffeine vape. Where you can just vape your caffeine instead of drinking it
Or taking
in coffee form.
tablets.
Now, is it gonna kill you? We don't know. See, I don't know. They'll probably
great
experiment it on monkeys or something and just let them I don't know. Could it be abusive? I don't know. Can you overdose on caffeine? I also don't know. But basically what I'm getting at is why can't they, we can make a caffeine vape. What other vapes can we make? What substances can we, can you get an antidepressant vape or something? Oh, forgot to take my Lexapro rip this morning or something,
Rip.
Now I want to kill myself.
So are you just looking for, things to
Well,
inhale,
a lot of
or
people have
the
stomach
ease?
issues. I have a friend who's got some digestive issues. So, when it comes to taking medications, there's some that he can and can't take just based on how his gut reacts, metabolizes it, whatever. So if we ingest it through the lungs instead.
Because I know they do have all sorts of inhaling type of things. It's not necessarily vaped, because vaped isn't always the best.
Yeah, I mean,
for
it's
either the drug
for
or consumption.
well, just for measurement and dosage wise.
And also because you're heating something up, and if there are any impurities, you're putting that in your lungs. But there have been plenty of medicines.
Yeah, but you're putting that in your stomach,
Yeah. Some things are better in the
What do you think of
stomach.
GMOs?
I haven't done
Genetically
extensive
modified organisms.
research on
Jusa?
that.
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
I think it's a little strange sometimes, and I wonder how
I think
how much
genetics
we're gonna
are
fuck it up.
fascinating
Yeah.
because anything that's alive, we are at some point we can go back far enough. We are related to it. We're all just a group of amino acids, protein chains, all this biology one crap.
I thought
I'm
you
just
said
doing right now.
protein shakes. I'm like, yeah, we are
Protein shakes.
There was a time in my life where I was probably 2% protein shake at all times.
Oh, really?
What
Yeah,
you can't really tell. That was when I wasn't eating and I was using protein shakes.
That's all you were consuming, just protein shakes?
No, it was just I was drinking it a lot because I wasn't hungry and it was easy to.
What was it?
Like recently,
No,
3 months
it was
ago?
2 years ago.
Was it for any athletic
No,
sort of thing, or was it
I'm
just
not super
food-
skinny anymore.
food wise?
It was just I just didn't eat. I just wasn't hungry, and I needed calories because I was getting skinny. But anyway, so GMOs, genetically modified organisms. My mother really like. Have you ever had the cotton candy grapes?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
How'd they do that?
I mean, they genetically modified it.
No, they
did
didn't because
breed
on
it?
the bag it says
no
non-GMO.
So did they breed it that way?
I have no idea. What are they doing to get it to taste like cotton candy? And what do the other ones taste like?
Probably ass.
You know, made a grape taste terrible. How?
Because I know with apples, all the apples you see, like all the gala apples, that originally came from the same tree. They weren't like replanted seeds or anything. They're just clippings.
They're like clones.
Yeah, they clipped this off, planted that, and they just do that with trees. So it's all kind of the same. It's not from the same tree, but it's from the same tree. But
Okay.
they're not replanted.
I'm going to get into my last thing.
He came with like a list.
Well, I just remembered it. To talk about it.
Okay.
Bring it to light. Put it out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
What is the point of having a child?
Is there anything specific you want to hear about that?
Just to you. What is your opinion, Brandon? What's the point of having a child? Do you want to have children?
Yeah, at some point.
Okay. Take me through that thought process. Why? Why should there be more? Why should there be more of your genetics around?
Specifically mine, or just?
I don't know. You don't even
That's
need to
why
go.
I'm wondering.
You don't
like,
even
what
need to
part
take
of
it that
do you
far.
want to? Because there's
What are
many
you gonna
routes
What are you
to
gonna
go.
get out of having a kid?
Growth in myself, and also the potential to raise someone, let's say properly, but what's really properly, but really raise a soul into the next generation of human beings.
Yeah. I see a lot of the way I see life is it's just a continuation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just everything that's alive right now has not stopped living. Its ancestors before that have kept going on, and just we're the ones that never died. Could have been us. We probably shouldn't be here. It's pretty unlikely that we're all in this room right now. And I think I want to have a child. Want to have children or a
You
child.
wouldn't or would?
I do. I think
You do?
at this point.
So with that kind of thought,
I mean, why? Not now. But yeah, I think I'd be a good father. And yeah, I think next generation type stuff. But I feel like what it comes down to, like having a child is like a selfish thing. You think that there should be like more of you / you kind of want to just, it's kind of your the only way to immortality in a way. It's like you having a child.
it's like
you
making
die.
a clone and then you die, but the clone survives.
Exactly. So this brings me to my next point. In the future, what's the point of like having a kid, like mixing two people's DNA together, have a kid, like why don't, like we're not evolving anymore, really.
So in what future specifically do you mean? Like what kind of things are going on in this future you're speaking of?
When we have like a better grasp of genetics and like genetic diseases and things of that nature. Basically what my point is in the future, are we going to keep like, you have a man and a wife or whatever, or anybody who wants to put their kids together to have a child. Why not just clone yourself and raise yourself?
I think one could do that. I mean, that would be
know?
pretty far in the future. And I feel like if we go that far or we get to that point, our thinking now will be detached from that sort of thinking. But I do believe that for us to continue on in a healthy manner, at least in the near future, I think the male female thing or man and wife thing is still a solid way to go, because it goes to how humans function and how kind of species evolve and select.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's almost very egotistical of us to say that we've figured out a better way and we're going to do this. And because
it's definitely egotistical to clone yourself.
Yeah.
And like,
well, and saying, yeah, that's the better way. That's
but in
how
a
we're
way,
gonna
like,
survive.
man, we're, it's like, oh, John Lennon's dead.
Yeah.
What if John Lennon had cloned himself and raised another John Lennon, and he didn't traumatize himself like he was traumatized as a kid. And then maybe, his life's better, or maybe it's worse. I don't know.
I don't think he would be the same person.
Definitely wouldn't be the same person.
And
I mean, yeah, those life experiences.
yeah. They could be like, oh, when you were, only,
I mean,
you were cool, but now you're
like
300.
a Truman Show type, like,
yeah.
where it's like, if you really want to go in depth,
I mean, you could
just make a fake world, make a fake Liverpool. And
you can add like another facet to this and think of in the sense that, you may die, but you still have a soul. And so you're going to come back anyway, but you just don't know it's you. So you could think of it in that manner. Like we are still an endless cycle and we are still a lot of the same souls chilling out around here.
Gingers don't have souls, so I'm not really concerned.
Yeah, that's hearsay.
It's really not. I heard it from God.
God himself. When I was on the in-between, I talked to him and I'm going with that.
So would any of you guys consider yourself male manipulators, or
could you define that? Just to
A guy that gets it.
Oh, clearly that's not me.
I would like to be on the same page of this. What do you mean? Give me your examples, because I've been hearing that word thrown around a lot lately, and it's kind of annoying.
Well, I first heard it from like TikTok and like music. It's like a music genre. And you know, unfortunately for me, I recently got my test results back on my Spotify.
And you're a male manipulator?
I tested positive for male manipulator.
I think it's BS.
You know, I'm gonna get a second opinion at some point. But
Let me be your second opinion. It's fucking bullshit.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of fair.
No.
You know, I think a lot of these romanticized. I think people romanticize a lot of like manipulative kind of behavior. Like if you look like romantic comedies and stuff, and like, I don't know, like, oh, he like stalked me and it's like romantic or something. Or like the song "Creep" by Radiohead. Which Radiohead, by the way, male manipulator band #1, numero uno.
I don't know. I think a lot of people who are saying male manipulator music really are just kind of trying to box people in, and it's more of an ego thing for them. They're trying to protect their ego.
Sure.
Just be, and like, I mean, these people are this.
They are like beloved artists. You know, yeah, it's not like it's not like super niche like groups. Like it's some of the biggest bands in the world.
But manipulation is inevitable in every facet of life, and it's not fair. Necessarily
That's
bad.
Fair.
Manipulation is neutral.
Yeah, like you have like white lies or something, you know, that is manipulation. But
if you're trying to get someone to do something good without, you know, but if you're in the workplace and someone wants to do something and you want to do something and you guys clash, right? Is it better to just clash, fight it out, have this thing, tear each other apart, and then nothing gets done? Or, you know, do some subtle things to go toward the goal and figure your shit out without having to, you know, fight it out?
I mean, yeah, it'd probably be better too.
It'd be probably better, but you're gonna have to be manipulative, but not in the negative way.
Yeah, I think the manipulation is more in terms of like relationships.
Do they mean like
personal relationships?
Is that what they mean? Like,
yeah, I think manipulation just in general kind of has somewhat of a negative connotation.
Yeah,
you know, premeditated, like crazy, trying to get what they want.
Well, yeah,
I mean, isn't everybody trying to get what they want?
I just keep thinking in a not so negative way, because I see a lot of. I think just the word manipulation has that connotation, but I've heard it as, what is it? Damn, I forgot the phrase, but it's pretty much going the long way around. The indirect route would be it. So manipulation is neutral, and there's the indirect route. Would you rather, you know, scream at somebody or do something else, or avoid an altercation but still solve a problem?
Yeah,
you know, things like that.
Sure. You definitely have to have like forethought.
Yeah, because everyone is trying to go toward a goal, whether it's for them or for something in general.
I do,
and you kind of have to use tactics and kind of play some games.
I do feel like though,
places.
If you look at some of the bands that are like male manipulators, if you know, as someone who likes a lot of these band, you know, people who are kind of, I guess, in touch with their feelings, depressed, you know, maybe they have some type of attachment style that is insecure, avoid, you know, something, and then they put that into music. Yeah. And people relate to it, but it's, I don't know,
manipulation, but not necessarily.
I think people relate. I don't know. I feel like people relate to like bad things they do. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, or how to word it properly.
Yeah, they find solace, camaraderie. They just feel like you're the same person, you know. And I think with music, why it's it's an art in the way that it's trying to make you feel a certain way. It's trying to, you're putting your emotions, your feeling, your thought, whatever, out there, and you want people to feel that. So in a way, it's a type of manipulation. They want you to feel that. They're going to find out the ways that it feels, the words to say that would make you feel that.
Maybe they're trying to manipulate people into thinking they're cooler than they really are.
Could be that.
So like,
I know a lot of people are doing that.
To Radiohead, and like, cool. It's like this underground band called Nirvana, and the lead singer was like murdered. Pretty crazy.
Yeah,
you should read about it. You should read a book. I read books all the time. Manipulator.
Yeah, I think people do just want to be on a higher stool of a hierarchy. So I don't necessarily think it's because you listen to those bands. I would think it's because you do that shit. You inflate your ego and try to apply it to everything. So I don't know. I personally hate this whole male manipulator.
I feel called out. I feel called out.
And what? That you're a male manipulator?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that you are the only one in the population or in this. You're not necessarily a subgroup of male people who are manipulators, right? Everyone engages in manipulation, and you just so happen to be male. But the term is, they're pretty much trying to put you in a box and go.
I think the manipulation has to do with like partner, like
relationships,
and and how you like treat your partner and stuff.
So what would that look like?
I don't know, because I haven't dated a lot of guys. But,
a lot? So you've dated. So from those few that you have, were they male manipulators? And
I mean, no, I mean, I've always been the manipulator, or the manipulatees.
How do you know? If they do it so well, you might not even know.
Because I always win.
Do you really win, or do they make you think you win?
Damn, are you saying that they're manipulating him?
He's been manipulated. That's why he thinks he's a male manipulator.
What?
It's a manipulation in itself.
Holy shit.
They're trying to get him to feel bad.
I need to book a session with a therapist.
Yeah, a clinical psychologist or something, right?
No, I'll probably just find some guy that looks like he knows what's up. Just ask him his opinion on things.
What do you think?
You look like you listen to Radiohead. What do you think about it?
But has that been on your mind for a specific reason? Like, do you just feel like that's you and that you're being attacked, or has it just been something weird that's popped up and you're really not sure about it?
I think, honestly, I kind of just think they're a little bit right. They're not like totally right. They're like a little bit right.
There's always something that,
like,
there's
do you
always
listen
some
to male
truth in
manipulator
everything.
music?
I give examples because I listen to a lot of music.
Bear with me.
He whips out the phone.
Because I've probably heard songs. I've probably seeked them out at some point, but it's just.
There are songs I listen to that are under. Yeah.
I think songs and art,
Yeah, I think it's just painting a box.
I was like,
I looked up. So there's a time where I had this conversation, and it was like a bingo sheet of like male manipulator music. But this one came up, and it was like male manipulator shows, and the first one is Paw Patrol and Handy Manny, just like kid shows.
Handy Manny.
Yeah.
What? Is that the one with
Kanye West? Kanye West is one for sure. Tyler the Creator, Smiths, Radiohead, Weezer. I don't know. There's a lot of Weezer hate out there. I don't know. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I think it's just people wanting to
Arctic
put people
Monkeys,
down.
Elliott Smith, Death Grips, Neutral Milk Hotel. I think it's a lot of music for lonely people, if I'm being honest. Just sad music.
Sad music. You listen to Arctic Monkeys and you go,
I don't listen to Arctic Monkeys, but
so you're not a male manipulator then. There are a couple songs.
Male manipulator?
Yeah, there are a couple songs I like from them. It's the very common.
Too bad MMA's already taken Male Manipulators Anonymous.
Yeah, my top thing on my Spotify thing is sad
Sad.
and then nostalgia.
Oh,
And then there's angst in there too, you
wait,
know.
where did you? Is this the thing that like came out around?
And then emo's the last one, you know. Gotta love it.
Emo.
Yeah.
Actually, there's some. Did you? Okay, I just heard this on the way here. MCR just dropped like a new song or an album or something.
CR.
Fuck.
Who?
My Chemical Romance.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't really listen to that.
Yeah, I didn't really either. There are a couple songs, but I don't know. For all the people
They've been around for a while, right?
Yeah, that's for all the people
You know,
who cried whenever
I'm just gonna be honest here, Brandon.
Yeah.
You seem a little defensive about the male manipulator thing.
a little bit.
You seem a little
bit.
defensive. And I think as people are listening, they're gonna be like, why is Brandon so defensive of this when, Andrew knows he's a male manipulator.
Mhm.
I'm just coming to grips with it, to be honest. I don't know. Are you worried that you're a male
A
manipulator?
male manipulator.
Or are you worried that you're going to get called out and that you can?
I mean,
it's going to prevent you from manipulating people in the future.
Yeah, right. It's inevitable. I manipulate.
Might as well just tattoo it on your
Yeah,
forehead.
male manipulator.
I don't
No,
even think you need to put male. Honestly,
just manipulator.
yeah.
I am a neutral manipulator. I'm not male nor female when I manipulate. That takes a back seat.
I think that's just a criminal.
It's a criminal.
Yeah.
But are you trying to say
I want to manipulate this conversation in another direction.
that's exactly. You just okay.
But yeah,
All right. So what?
I think it's. I don't know. I'm excited to see what TikTok thing triggers me next.
Hey, there are a lot. There's a lot to choose from.
Give it a week. But it'll happen. Find something.
Now I'm wondering, do you see all this stuff and think like, oh, this is okay? Hold on. Do you think the algorithm is putting this in your face to piss you off, or putting it in your face because you like that, or putting it in your face because that's who you are, but you just don't see it? Is it a mirror? Like, what is it?
Well, first of all, I think the TikTok algorithm is amazing.
It does pretty well, yes.
I've never seen so seen in a way. There's kind of the debate of privacy. You get those ads that are like really catered towards you. It's like, yeah, I want this, but like not like this.
Yeah.
I wanted to find this organically and be like, oh, I love it.
They assault you.
But TikTok's like, yeah, he's gonna love this thing. He's gonna love it. All these other people, like I wonder, like, I'm just speculating on what the algorithm is, but like, is there like a group of people that like the same type of thing that I like, and if they like something, TikTok just throws it my way?
I think.
And
so.
am I that person for other people? You know? I send my friends on TikTok just some of the weirdest shit that I find,
and whatever
I take pride in finding.
Whatever you send your friends and whatever they send you gets factored into that. So
I think
you'll
if you
start
like
seeing.
I think if you like it,
and if you watch it, but and depending on how long, like all the specs, duration, whatever, but like if your friend sends you something, that'll be included. So you'll maybe start getting stuff related to what he sent you. So you'll end up, getting part of your friend's feed and such like that.
Yeah, there was a TikTok where it was like, I got my ass ate at the Bass Pro Shops in Memphis or something. Just very niche, like.
And you go, who?
I really liked that
who
TikTok.
did this to me?
I really liked that TikTok, right? And I was gonna send it to my friend Noelle. I was like, this is a little weird to send it. And then she ended up sending it to me like 2 days ago, 2 days after. Like, no way. I literally thought about buying that shirt.
Yeah,
I really did.
Yeah, that's happened quite a few times. Not necessarily with that topic, but
Oh, okay.
that's a very specific topic.
Yeah, that's kind of a me topic.
Yeah. What else is on your TikTok?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you. I don't think you have enough time.
What's the rundown of kind of where does your TikTok fall? What's the thing you hate most that keeps popping up on it?
So you asked me like 6 questions, so I'm just gonna start.
Choose one.
If I had to give a list of adjectives, whatever, nouns, I am on mentally ill, bisexual, TikTok.
It's very specific.
Male leaning. I think it knows I'm a male. Not sure. Sometimes I'm like, this is some woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Um, you know, I like to like things that are drama. I like drama. I like people, you know, getting into verbal confrontations. I just like seeing people. I just like seeing people just these animalistic impulses. I guess I don't know. Just I just like crazy things that make me like question reality and also make me feel better about myself to an extent. It's like, oh, I didn't say that on film. I feel better about myself in a way. Um, what other day? You know, and then I got like, you know, there's the unescapable things. I got sports. Really into like geography, so I got some shit like that, some educational stuff. But then I just got like, you know, mentally ill. I'm on Coke Talk. I don't do Coke, but I'm on Coke Talk. Because I think it's
That's why it's
interesting. I think
talking
it's interesting. It's a niche kind of subgenre. I don't really know about it. I'm interested. I'd like to know. What are they doing? Those Coke heads. I don't know.
I'm curious because you're talking about, like you were on Coke Talk and stuff, and then whatever. And so you brought it up in conversation, right? And so that would probably trigger other people's ideas and things in the past they've heard about Coke as well. Is it just kind of like it's another algorithm in itself? Like once you see it on TikTok and we're repeating in real life what would happen with sharing things on TikTok.
I think it was just I think TikTok knows I've done drugs. And,
I like that correction there.
And yeah, I think it was just like, so hey, maybe he's done heroin. I don't know. There has been I think I've seen some stuff on that. I didn't like that one though. And it's more like they can't
seeing it or doing
they
it.
can't directly, they can't do it on. This is a kids app. Like they can't do that. They can't,
There's a lot of
they
stuff
allude to doing cocaine.
Yeah.
They use like a snowflake emoji is what it is. Like they're going skiing or something. I don't know. That's what it's called. Anyway, so I'm on that. Should I be on Coke Talk? No. But did I mail manipulate my way through the algorithm onto Coke Talk? Yes, I did. I like things that probably aren't for me, so I can see them again. Like I feel like I'm a really good workout for the algorithm. Like I like to think that they have like, these are like the narcissistic part of me is like, these are like 10,000 most important TikTok accounts. Like these people have the best taste.
You're a gold mine of data points.
And yes, like they're like, what did Andrew like today? What should we send to people? Like that's kind of my dream job, honestly, but I'm doing it for free currently before I go to bed. Anything to say, Oos?
No.
I've been quiet.
He's like the main lab rat.
No, I just like listening to you guys talk,
Okay.
I'm a listener. That's all I can say.
I'm a watcher.
I knew that was gonna pop up.
I'm a singer.
I do have a question for you because, it's been almost an hour and I don't know how long you can go, but what makes you enjoy life?
I don't like that question.
I know you wouldn't like that question, but do your best.
Makes me enjoy life. I've struggled a lot with meaninglessness in life. Not a religious person. I think that life is a gift. You get one shot, you do all these cool things, you can be happy. But I don't know, to me, at the end of the day, life is somewhat meaningless. And you have to find your own meaning. So things you're curious about, stuff like that. I think the thing I'm most curious about that I love the most is just getting to know people, meeting people. Just kind of social, just all the above when it comes to just social interaction, kind of, what people find funny, what people are talking about. I don't know, news, just what people are consuming. I don't know, all of the above. So, I've kind of made it a goal of mine in order to make myself happier is to be around people more. Really kind of put myself out there almost. Try to meet more people, get more comfortable. Before I moved to Houston, to a place where I know one person. So hopefully I get comfortable enough and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, people, I think at the end of the day, talking to some friends about just whatever the fuck comes to mind, shooting the shit with people you like, is the only thing that seems to make sense a lot of days. So I would say that's people.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
But
No, you haven't said much.
yeah, like I said, I'm a listener.
Well, I mean, did you want to wrap it up, or did you have anything else you wanted to throw out into the people who may never see it, but potentially a lot of people who might see it too?
I don't know. I not really want to record myself or
Well, we're recording
make
you,
any
so.
kind of content. This is like kind of the first time I've recorded anything that I've done, so that's kind of cool.
I record you all the time. Oh, well.
He's a listener, but really he's a watcher too.
I like to observe.
I think that's worse.
Yeah, just don't pay attention to
I
me.
was
I'm not hearing.
observing some people the other day. And,
I used to say that a lot when I was a kid.
that you observe people.
Yes. I like to observe. And I'll just be in a room. Like, I noticed how you were doing this. And
Did you
they're
take
like, that's
classes in a
weird. I'm like,
special school.
yeah, right.
Ship him away. That's all I got.
All right. Well,
All right, well, make sure you follow him on his Instagram handle.
yeah. What's your handle?
I have no social media at all
Okay.
whatsoever. You can't find me.
Don't
and
follow him.
try
Make
to.
sure you follow him on Twitter at
Just follow him in real life.
Yeah.
That's what
follow
you
my
gotta
car.
do.
just stalk him.
I drive a
Yeah.
red Honda Pilot.
Be like, hey, Andrew, and then walk away.
Mm.
And that's it.
Yeah. Don't follow me on anything. Don't.
Manipulate the male
Yeah,
manipulator.
no, I'm really good at not being seen. So online at least.
Just
I
make
take-
him
I
known
take-
to the world.
I take pride in not having a digital footprint or much of one.
Would you say you would have like a digital handprint instead?
No, but I have droppings.
Droppings. Digital shit.
All they can
prints.
find is droppings.
Oh. Like a rabbit dropping.
I'll never find my cave.
As a digital cage.
So violent.
All right. So is that it?
Yeah, I guess that's
All right.
it.
Well,
All right. Goodbye.
farewell.
Goodbye.